the return of One Music Fest. I covered it in 2019. Of course, it was gone in 2020. I want to know, how do you feel now since you're coming off of the year hiatus?
Oh, I mean, we're ecstatic. I mean, it's Christmas in October. We've been gone for 2.5 years. Really when the pandemic happened, I mean, no one really knew what life was going to look like in the coming days or years. So we didn't know what was going to happen with OMF. But we're finally back. Folks are getting vaccinated. People are starting to respect the idea of wearing masks. So we're excited. I mean, we saw the opportunity as the numbers started decreasing. Folks were getting vaccinated. And we said, you know what, people are starting to get out and move around a little bit. I think not only the city needs it, but I just think culture and the industry needed it as well. So, man, we're happy to be back.
All right. So this year, you decided to make it so that the vaccine was mandatory or either a negative COVID test. Tell me how you arrived to that decision.
So we looked at what a lot of other festivals were doing. I think Lollapalooza was the first one to kind of jump out there and do it. So they were requesting a negative COVID test or a vaccination card. So we kind of stood back for a second and said, all right, let's see how this rolls out. Stood back, kind of looked at it a little bit, and it worked well. There was no kind of reports of super spreaders or that the event was a super spreader event. So we said, you know what, let's look at this a little bit more closely. And honestly, it just makes the most sense, right? If you travel or move around, you've been COVID tested. I mean, everyone had the little Q-tip up their nose at some point in their life at this point. And that's all we're asking for, right? Just make sure that you take the OMF health oath, that if you feel sick or if you have any symptoms, stay at home, or get COVID tested, bring your negative test to the event, and let's party, or a vax card.
Okay, so what happens if some people show up to the gate but they don't have the negative COVID test and they aren't vaccinated? Do you have like COVID tests on site, or are they turned around? How will that work?
Great question. We did not want to advertise, but yeah, we will have somebody on site that can do rapid testing. We didn't want to advertise that because we want people to come with their test in hand, right? So if you advertise that you will have rapid testing, then you get a line of 5,000 people waiting to get rapid tested, and that's not what you want to do. It's not going to be a good experience for you, nor people trying to get into the festival. So plan ahead, bring your negative test to the festival. 50% of our audience is actually traveling from outside of Georgia. So we actually told them to, get tested wherever you're traveling from, get tested there, and then just bring us the results, day of. So, but we will have some kind of testing on site as well.
Okay, and now to more of the fun questions. Okay. Who are you looking forward to seeing at this event? I mean, you have her, the Isley Brothers. I think Lotto is on the list. Lucky Day, I love Lucky Day. I really love Lucky Day. You have a really great star lineup. Travis Porter, who I interviewed before when I went there. Okay. You guys are always so organized. I really appreciated that. Nakia always looks out. So who are you looking forward to?
That's a great question. I mean, selfishly, when we look at the lineup and put together the lineup every year, we all collectively kind of grab our favorites, right? So the simple, politically correct answer would be everybody. But I mean, when do you have a chance to see the Isley Brothers, right? When would you possibly have the chance to see the Isley Brothers on stage? So definitely looking forward to that. In all my travels and all the shows that I attended and or produced, I've never seen Lil Wayne live. And Lil Wayne is super high energy. He does a heck of a job with his performance. Excited for Masego. Haven't seen Masego live either. So that was on the bucket list to check that one off. But everybody, man, Burna Boy, you know, I'm a huge fan of Afro beats and his music. So never seen him either. So selfishly, I'm gonna have to try to figure out how I could stop running around and jumping on and off golf carts so I can enjoy some of these shows. But I typically can't watch but a couple of songs and then I'm being radioed to run somewhere else. So
I love it. You know, I had a feeling you were going to say the Ozzy Brothers because I thought the same thing. Like, where else do you get to see them? You know, Absolutely. They had that major versus. Right. It was insane. I think they had over like 500,000 people in there. So that was, you got a good lineup. This is a good comeback lineup. I'm excited about it. I'm looking at the list. I was looking at the list I had it pulled up, like, who am I missing, you know, that also we would want to see. But great lineup. Is there anything else that you want to share that makes this year special when it comes to One Musicfest?
So, you know, with a lot of things not happening this year, for one, I mean, I graduated from HBCU. I'm a graduated from Florida A&M. But there are some homecomings that are canceled, right? So, yeah, my wife went to Spelman and Morehouse, canceled, Howard, canceled, Clark, canceled. But we also have a high concentration of HBCU grads that attend One Musicfest. So we said, why don't we kind of create the yard at One Musicfest? So we're actually carving out a portion on the festival ground to create an HBCU kind of vibe and feel. So we partnered up with Legacy History Pride. They're doing Nalia and doing some of our creative, I guess, set design for this area. We got a live marching band, the Marching 100 of Florida A&M. Alumni band is coming. They're doing something special. DJ Holiday is doing an HBCU homecoming mix set with Young Dolph and Travis Porter, Crime Mob, and he has like 4 other special guests that I'm not going to mention. So it's you know, so that's something I'm excited about. You know, if you guys can't have homecoming, how do we bring homecoming to One Musicfest? So this is our answer. So I'm excited about that.
Now you sprung that one on me. I haven't read.
You know nothing about that?
No, I did not know about that. I have to add that to the story. That's really exciting. Okay.
Yep.
And you said it's a section of it that will kind of be dedicated to HBCUs. I mean, I think that's a really, really great thing.
Absolutely. You know, so I forgot what publication it was, but they actually called us the musical homecoming of the culture. And I was like, you know what? I get it. Like, yeah, we are kind of that. So how do we add on to that? You know what I'm saying? The culture of music, the culture of Atlanta, and the culture of HBCUs, man, which you know, actually help deliver One Musicfest to the people. So this may be a component that may stick for a while. I think we're going to try to figure out how to create that yard atmosphere at One Musicfest every year.
And, you know, I also love that out of all of the festivals we have in Atlanta, you know, Atlanta is very diverse, right? But this festival in particular, I feel like really caters to the Black audience in Atlanta, unlike some of the other larger festivals in Atlanta. And I know that so many people really love that. Is that intentional for you? With you coming from an HBCU and everything like that?
Absolutely. So, I mean, our motto, tagline from day one has been unity through music. And that was a whole kind of Trojan horse, I would say, behind One Musicfest is how do you use arts and entertainment and music to pull different pockets of our culture and communities together in one kind of harmonious space. And it came under the guise of One Musicfest. We didn't realize it was going to grow into what it is today, you know, because it initially started with really a mission just to kind of fuse us and bring us all together through music, right? So, I mean, where can you get Crime Mob and Ozzy Brothers on the same bill? You know what I'm saying? But they're music that we all listen to, right? So we listen to it, but we kind of listen to it in our own little protective space. But what happens when we get out of our protected spaces and we just come together as a community and just turn up together, you know? So I think it's just as powerful for the things that happen behind the stage and scenes as it is in front of the stage. Because I mean, it's a whole kumbaya moment behind stage, like seeing different artists. That's like, man, I would have never had the opportunity to meet you or share the stage with you. And so it's a whole moment. So we're proud of the little baby that we created.
I can definitely second that as someone who was behind the scenes and was backstage last time. And it was just really a nice vibe, really a nice vibe. Well, thank you so much. Is there anything else you would like to share?
Get your tickets. Yeah, get your tickets at onemusicfest.com. We are sold out of platinum and VIP tickets. They went relatively fast. We do have some single day tickets and some 2-day general admission tickets available. And I mean, general admission, that's what a party is anyway. So grab those tickets, come with your negative test or your vax card. Yeah, man, just come ready with good energy and ready to turn up.